Right then, hello and welcome back to Forza Motorsport 2, about to get ready for the next regional championship, which is of course the Italian Masters. I've gone out and bought the good old Pagani Zonda. I'm not a fan of this car, but I've never actually driven it in this game before, so I thought I'd do something brand new. The reason I don't like this car is the fact it looks a bit like the Batmobile, with the quad exhaust at the back. Besides that, it's not too bad, I suppose. It's just very, very goddamn ugly. Anyway, I've added a couple of upgrades to it and some tyre upgrades as well because it is rear-wheel drive, a lot of power, so you're going to get a lot of rear slip. So yeah, it's just some sport tyres, nothing too fancy. So yes, this is the good old Italian Masters Championship, open only to Italian manufacturers in the S-Class. We could win the Maserati MC12 for this championship as well. And we have 4 races, starting with Maple Valley, going to Silverstone Grand Prix, going to Sunset Peninsula Infield, and then finishing off at Mugello. So yeah, 6, 5, 6 and 5 laps for each of the races. 22,000 base credits, not including the difficulty and rarity bonuses. So yeah, let's see how we get on. I'm actually quite curious now because again, I've never driven the Pagani Zonda. So this is all brand new for me as well. I've only added a very simple livery to it as well. As you notice, it's the Italian flag. I've just done it as diagonal across the car, nothing else. So yeah. Anyway, we're starting on pole position. Muller is in the Maserati MC12, which is what we could win. Rossi starting 3rd in the Enzo Ferrari, another Enzo with Jay Evans. The Ferrari F50, lovely car, with Esposito. Another Pagani Zonda with Weber. Johansson in the Diablo GTR, and then finishing off with the Ferrari F40 with Spires. Lovely. 3, 2, 1, go. And there's no bonnet on the car either because it's so goddamn short. Right, well, so far so good. It doesn't have that much rear slippage. It actually handles really, really well, which is a huge surprise. I was imagining the rear end was going to break loose at the drop of a hat, but no, this is handling really well. Maybe the sport tires is helping with that, but yeah, not even that much wheel spin either, which again is really shocking. Yeah, foot to the floor and literally no wheel spin. Huh. Well, as the old adage goes, don't judge a book by its cover. I've definitely been well and truly taught a lesson with this car. Yeah, I'm really surprised. No downforce upgrades either, so this is just a stock body. All I've done is add some suspension upgrades, the tyres, which is sports, and a couple of other things, the weight reduction as well. But yeah, this has really surprised me. And we are decimating the field, as you can see. 300 meters ahead of Muller. Well, we were. Dropped down to 220. Yeah, I always get like a little bit pessimistic when driving these high-powered sports cars, thinking that, you know, the rear end is going to be so incredibly loose. Some of them are, granted. But this one in particular, I thought, yeah, you know, it's going to be all over the place. But no, I am incredibly shocked by how it handles. I mean, even the cornering ability as well. It really, really sticks to the road. And look at that. Hardly any understeer whatsoever. Wow. Fan-bloody-tastic. I think I've found a new favourite car. That. Through the last chicane, no problems at all. I did let off the throttle a little bit though. Good brakes. Look at that, acceleration through the corner. Usually, in any other car, you would accelerate through the corner and it would just understeer straight off into the grass. Not this thing. Not at all. So I probably didn't even need to add any upgrades. I mean, I don't mind I added upgrades. It makes my life a lot easier. But, yeah. Let's have a look at the car then, in all of its Italian glory. Like I said, I didn't want to spend hours doing a specific livery for it. I usually look on Google for any like replica liveries that I could possibly copy, like the Silk Cut Jag that we had for the endurance race. But to be honest, there isn't any real life liveries for the Zonda. There's a lot of, you know, fictional liveries from other people, like on Gran Turismo, or not Gran Turismo, sorry, the other Forza Motorsports and Project Cars and this, that and the other, like mods. But nothing real life as per se. But, you know, it's alright, I suppose. Like I said, I just wanted to put the Italian flag on there in a slight diagonal pattern, and it does the job. It's just the back of the car. The back of the car is so goddamn butt ugly. That is the only thing that puts me off about the Zonda, is the rear of the car. It just reminds me of the old 1960s Batmobile. I think that was the exact words I used when they mentioned the Pagani Zonda back in 1999 or whenever it was released. I said, oh, it just looks like a bloody Batmobile. So I've never been a fan of it. So this is the first time in, what, 18 years since this game has been released that I've actually driven the Zonda. Had I known back then that it was a really, really nice, capable racing machine, I probably would have used it a lot more often, or just used it in general during online races. I probably would have whooped arse. Ho-hum. No point crying over spilt oil, I suppose. Really lovely car to drive. The only other thing I've done is change the camber of the front suspension. Just out one tick, and I lowered the front air pressure of the tyres to 27 psi. The rears are at 28 psi. Just a little bit of a lower pressure just to get a bit more grip on the front end so the tyres heat up quickly, rather than the usual 30 psi. And that is all I've done to it. I couldn't actually modify anything else because there was nothing else I could have added to the car. Otherwise it would have taken it to the U999 class, which is ineligible to enter the race, so I'm still up by 0.5 of a second. Oh, is this going to be wide? No, of course it isn't, because the car actually bites to the track surface. Look at that, that is just stunning. And another new fastest lap, 124.499, or 449 I should say. We're already on the final lap. Now, I don't know if anyone has ever seen the ending card for each of the videos, you know, the green background with the scrolling grid and stuff like that. I have spent the last couple of days working out how to remake and reanimate the end card, because you know the original was fine, but I think it could be improved massively, and so I sat down with a little brainstorming session with my friend Yaweasel, and he gave me a couple of pointers, and I went away and reanimated the end screen, the end card. So yeah, hopefully I should appreciate some feedback if anyone actually watches to the end of the video, which is probably 0. But oh well. But yeah, I had to do it in... I don't have After Effects or anything like that, so I had to make a load of different layers in Photoshop and then put them into Premiere Pro and then just add them all together, and it was a right pain in the ass, but it was worth it. I think it was worth it. Yeah, I also said it was worth it as well, so anyway, right, Silverstone for race number 2. And this is going to be another easy victory, as are the final 2 races of the championship as well. So the Maserati MC12 is going to be ours. But I won't actually use that car because that car is just not very good. Not very nice. It's ugly, I don't like it. 2, 1, go! We get the whole shot going into Cop's corner. No, we don't. We get tapped by Muller. Cheers. No damage, though. Through Maggots and Beckett. And onto the hanger straight. And there we go. Goodbye, competition. But speaking of the reanimated end card, you probably noticed that the channel art, the banner and the logo and everything else has been slightly updated. I was getting a bit bored of the old channel art, so I thought, you know what, I would just redo the whole thing. And that is exactly what I did. Again, I did ask for some pointers from Yaweasel, because I do like, you know, a third-party perspective on anything I create, because I do enjoy the feedback, because it helps me improve any project that I'm working on. So originally the sun, the 80s style sun, was actually going to be central to the image, and he was like, actually no, you know, try and have it, you know, off center, so slightly to the right, because you got the mountain on the left, put the sun to the right, and then that should, you know, break up the image a little bit. And then after I did that, I thought, yeah, actually, you know, that really does work. So that gave me the idea to add like the sky shadows coming off the mountain on the left hand side, as I'm going to go a little bit wide. And then I thought, what else could I do, you know, to spruce it up a bit more? So then I just flipped the mountains and the sun and just made it as a reflection, rather than just a flat static image. And that's what I had to do for the animation as well. So originally it was just going to be the grid scrolling from left to right. So I sent the test over to Yaweasel, and he was like, why don't you try some parallax scrolling, like the mountain going from right to left as well, or left to right as well, just very slow, as parallax scrolling is. So I was like, oh my god, you're killing me. So what I had to do, I had to save the mountain layer, the sun layer, the grid layer, and the background color layer, all as, you know, transparent PNG files. Load them all into Premiere Pro. Then have the grid scrolling, you know, the usual left to right scrolling. Then do the scrolling effects, similar to what I do to the grids on the BTCC stuff. Have the mountain as well, slightly enlarged, so it would cover the screen from the scrolling. And have that going from left to right, just very, very slowly, so it looks like there's a bit of 3D movement. And the sun I had to do as a separate layer on its own, because the sun obviously wouldn't actually move. So I had to do that for not only the main image, but for the reflections that were cast below it as well. So there's like 7 or 8 different layers I had to put together to try and get them all to work. And thankfully it turned out really, really well, and I'm actually quite dead chuffed that I managed to animate something in Premiere Pro and not like After Effects or anything like that. So yeah, I'm really dead chuffed with that. So again, let me know, feedback is always appreciated. Hard to get any of it, sadly, but yeah, feedback is always appreciated if you prefer the old channel art or the old end card or the new end card and new channel art and this, that and the other. Again, feedback is always appreciated. Right, 2 laps to go. And a lap time of 1:47.5. Speaking of things I appreciate though, if you do like this video or like what I do, then don't forget to like and subscribe. Yes, I am plugging the channel. Don't worry, I'm only going to do it once. Because again, I really do appreciate it. So, yeah, I know, you all know where the like button is by now. YouTube has been around for 20 odd years, so, if you, don't know where the like button is, then you must have been hiding under a rock since 2005. Actually, to be honest, hiding under a rock in this day and age is a lot safer, and a lot more enjoyable. Look at that, 500 meters already ahead of Rossi. He managed to get past Muller because Muller did slow down after whacking me in the rear at the start. We're down on our previous lap time, but I have made a few mistakes, so that's not a problem. And final lap. I couldn't imagine what this car feels like with front aerodynamics. It must stick to the track like proverbial shit to a blanket. I mean, it's doing the job really well already, and that is without any downforce. Do you know what, for years, the little crane there at the back, the yellow crane, for years, I thought that was just like a bulldozer or something. I thought they were doing construction on that side of the track, because you don't really pay much attention to the trackside objects. So for years I thought, you know, go and pass that bulldozer again, because I just see it out of my peripheral vision. I didn't actually realise until, what, a couple of years after the game came out that, oh, actually that's a cherry picker. That's supposed to be like for camera crews. Not a bulldozer at all, even though it does look like one with the neck slightly bent. So, no construction's going on, it's just a cameraman stuck up in the middle of a bloody cherry picker. But there you go, customary handbrake turn, well, half of one. And we get yet another victory, no damage either, save that replay. And we get another... How much do we get? 40,000. So the base credit is 22 grand. So we get an extra 18 grand. That, I would love to be handed 40,000 credits. That would be wonderful. Oh, we're almost at halfway though to level 49. We only got 2 driver levels to go before we reach the hard cap of 50. So we're getting there. We'll reach that, I think, before we get to the next endurance race. Right, Sunset Peninsula infield. You can gift a car to a friend over Xbox Live. No, for a number of reasons. I have no Xbox Live. Xbox Live doesn't exist anymore and I have no friends. So there you go. I used to though, many times. Back in the good old days. Right, 3, 2, 1, go. The timing is always off. On the countdown, it's like 3, 2, 1, and it goes green like half a second later. That's always bugged me about this game. That the countdown from 3 is slightly off with the timing. Okay, not too bad. Nice, clean start. Going back to the handling of the car though, I mean, even with cold tyres, this car handles exceptionally well. I mean, the tyres aren't even up to full temperature yet, as you can see. Yeah, it'll still take about another lap or so to warm up fully. Unless I weave side to side. But I mean, even so, I mean, the handling is phenomenal. Really, really nice. Much better than the bloody Jaguar XJ220 we had for the Mugello Endurance. God, that was a nightmare. That was just understeering all over the bloody place. Kind of kicking myself now I didn't use the Pagani Zonda. Oh well, we live and learn, then we die and forget it all. Doesn't have a really big rev range though, it only goes up to like 8,000. That's why now and again I downshift to first gear, because I keep thinking I'm in a higher gear because of the revs being so low. It gets to 7,500, so, you know, that is not bad, but I think what would suit this car would be about, oh no, 10 to 12,000 RPM. Really get the engine screaming. And the speed isn't bad either. 173. And again, handles really well going through the fast right-hander. And flawless through the double apex. Perfect through the chicane. Tiny bit of wheel spin. Perfect, absolutely perfect. Tires are nice and hot as well. Handling, this car is absolutely faultless. Really hugs the apron as well. So this is going to be a 124. Yep, 124.767. I mean, as you can see, there is some rear slippage to the car, but you really have to try and slide the car. Otherwise, it just won't. And when it does, I mean, it's not like it's out of control either. It's just like a tiny little slide and that's it. You know, no massive fiasco when it comes to handling. Two to go. Oh, that was... I thought I misjudged that corner then. I thought we were going to rip the front end off the car. There we go. We're now 1,000 meters in front of everybody else. And final lap. No! Ah. Hoping to get another new fastest lap time, then I just completely mess that up. Just a little bit wide. Oh, we're still up though. By 0.3 of a second. So this should be a 1:24.5. What was it? It's a 1:24.3. Okay, better than I thought. I will take that. Again, I'm so shocked at how well this car is behaving. Completely blowing my mind that, you know, this car isn't a wreck when it comes to handling and sliding all over the place, and, you know, it's a right struggle to keep a hold of, but no. It's just completely blown my mind, this car. Which is pretty damn good. And again, I'm gutted I've never used it in the past, or, you know, even on the second channel doing the series on there, I never used it because I just thought it was going to be crap. But, oh well. Go! Bugger off, Muller. Not the cleanest of starts. I would imagine this car would be fantastic around the Nordschleife. One lap down, 4 to go. And a standing start lap time so far of a 1:53.8. you can get the power down so early as well going through that last corner. I remember with the Jag, you know, I had to wait till like 3/4 of the way through the turn, and only just then I could slowly feather on the throttle. This one is like halfway through and it's like, yep, full power, off we go. Ah, son of a bitch. Well, there goes my new fastest lap time. Well, we'll try again. Still got 2 laps to go. So we were up by 0.3 of a second. So we can definitely get it into the 146s. We don't make a hash of it going through the chicane. That's better. 0.5 of a second. See, you can just put the power down so bloody early in this thing. Fantastic machine. There you go, 146.7. Oh, well. Final corner. Easy championship. Oh! Didn't slow down enough. Easy championship, but... well... what an absolutely stunning car. Right, customary handbrake turn. I should get it right this time. And we didn't hit the wall. Save that replay. And we'll go and collect our winnings and our new Maserati MC12. Oh, we're so close to level 49. But that will come soon enough. So come on, give me the winnings. So we get the 2004 Maserati MC12 and another 44,000 for winning the championship. And there it is. Yeah, it's well, you know, I said that I didn't like the Pagani Zonda because I thought it was going to handle like crap. Maybe this car is similar and it handles really well. I'll have to use it because, again, I don't think I've ever used a Maserati either. Anywho, right, next time then is the good old GT Championship of Japan. Yes, the good old Super GT, or the Japanese Touring Car Championship. So yeah, that'll be for next time. So I'm going to leave it for now. Thank you very much for watching, as always. And I'll see you for the next championship in the regionals next time. Take care, stay safe, and bye for now.